Video that I'm making right now is on Miss Season and Robert Hampton. And when I started this video, the song was "Don't Tilt Your Crown, Sis." So that song is relevant right now. Okay, and I wanted to make this video, but y'all, I've been going through some things and I haven't had the chance to make the video. Also, it was a storm, a hurricane Erin, so I've been recording and reporting on that. But right now, there's a lot of noise right now with some kind of recording that has surfaced by some messy people, or a messy person that does commentary on this particular saga of the Truth saga. And I said that I wouldn't be doing videos, but unless I'm doing commentary. So right now, this is just a collective message for everyone that supports Robert and supports Miss Seasons. Words like transactional and booking fee can really hurt someone. And these words have been used against her. And while the narratives can be twisted, truth speaks louder than gossip, okay? I want y'all to know that I stand with Miss Season. I love Miss Season. I support Miss Season. She's a beautiful, classy woman, and I just love her so much. But it's not because she's perfect, but because she doesn't deserve to be diminished. She doesn't deserve to be put down for defending herself, okay? And it's not like, okay, people say, oh, don't bring your drama to Facebook and stuff like that. And I say it all the time too, especially with family and friends, okay? But sometimes you have to defend yourself. She didn't disrespect no one by what she did. She just defended herself from what she calls is lies. She didn't come on the internet disrespecting the man. She didn't go live, and she did not make up no lies, okay? Now, I did see people saying that she needed to take accountability about some girl named Brianna as well, which I feel like there's nothing that she needs to speak about, okay? I mean, take accountability or talk about or nothing like that. Okay, Miss Season is just a woman that dated someone's ex-husband. Okay, and he was available. Is the ex-husband. That's not her fault. I never seen her talk bad, talk down on that woman. So what is taking accountability about? I really don't get it. But all she did was protect her name and her energy. Okay, and protecting your name and energy is not the same as a wrongdoing. And that's what y'all have to understand. And at the same time, we recognize that Robert is still navigating the grief and the lessons from his past relationship and from a broken marriage. And jumping into something new before fully healing often creates wounds on both sides. Okay, sorry, my arm hurts. And that doesn't excuse the words spoken, but it does explain the weight of the energy that he's carrying, right? It really does. And people need to understand that, like, he's not in a healed place. And I'm not trying to say what he did is right, neither. And I believe what he said was wrong. And I believe that if anyone needs to take accountability, it would be him. Okay, that's how I feel. All right. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. The words that he said cause hurt and pain. And I also understand that he's healing. Okay? I totally understand that. But the truth is, this isn't about taking sides, and I want y'all to know that. It's about remembering that real healing requires honesty. Somebody's texting me. Accountability and compassion. Let's not tear down either soul, but let's help uplift them, bring them clarity and growth and peace, and help them to come together and to maybe talk about the situations, talk about what hurt each other, and then just move forward. I liked the post that she made. And I'm not saying, and I'm not assuming that she was talking about that, because she could have been talking about anything. But she said, I gave something to God and I'm moving forward. And that's perfectly good with whatever she's going through in life. That's all you can do. Give it to God. Let God handle it and move forward. Okay, so let's support Miss Season. Let's pray for Robert's healing and choose community over chaos. Okay, choose community over chaos, because it's better to it's so much. Sorry, I'm just getting so distracted right now. But choose community over chaos. It's not right for us or people to tear her down when everyone was supporting her before, okay? And I want y'all to know that everything said in anger defines the truth. Miss Season doesn't deserve to be reduced to transactional. She stood her ground, and that's not wrong. Okay, Robert's still healing from old wounds, and sometimes hurt people speak from pain, okay, and not from a peace. Some people pillow talk, okay, and that's not good, you know. But anyway, like I said, I feel like he was speaking from a hurtful place because he's not fully healed. But we can uplift her while still wishing him growth at the same time. Okay? I had to grab my pillow because my arm hurts. Like I said, I've been in an accident, and that's why I don't do too many videos as well. But another thing that I heard that been going around is asset and not accessory, and I believe that that was the one of the things that I believe Brianna's ex baby dad or something spoke about, saying that she needs to be an accessory, which makes no absolute sense. And come over here with Israelite. I don't know what he's talking about, but that makes no absolute sense. Like what he's saying is totally wrong. And I thought that they were saying that there should be no third party posts and this and that. And I have been seeing her engage on, and I don't talk about this much, and I don't do readings on this much because the fact that, to me, I don't like doing readings on something that I've been watching. You get what I'm saying? In the beginning, I used to do readings because I didn't know about it. But now I'm just going to do commentary on it. Okay? And what Miss Season said is totally right. She is an asset and not an accessory. And why is this man putting his nose in their business when, when her baby father didn't even take care of his children, okay, that Robert took care of? And I just don't get it. He said, come over on this side, and this is how Israelite men would take care of you, but you couldn't even take care of your kids. Okay, so I don't even think that she will look at you in that way, because most women is not going to be with a man that hasn't even took care of his kids. So he needs to be mindful of what he says. Now, I want to say this to him and to the collective as a whole. A woman is not an accessory, okay? Some accessory is something to be worn, as many of y'all probably heard from the other commentators, shown off or discarded when it's convenient. And sorry about my light. She is an asset because she brought value. She brought wisdom, especially as a spiritual woman that she is, and a woman of, and I hate to say age because people always throwing this age thing around, but as we become more mature, we get more wisdom. And she's a woman of wisdom. She's a woman of love, and she brings stability into any place that she enters. Miss Season being labeled as an accessory misses the whole truth. She is not a background decoration, okay, in someone else's story. She is a whole being carrying her own purpose, her own life, and her own worth. So anywhere that she goes, she is an asset, okay? So it just makes me laugh so much. So defending herself against false labels isn't wrong. Okay, it's standing up for herself. It's knowing her worth. It's knowing her value and ignoring ignorance. Okay, and knowing your value is not arrogance. And I want people to know that. And I've seen people like, oh, she need to put her pride aside and apologize to all these people. No, she doesn't. She just defended herself, and she's setting boundaries, and boundaries isn't disrespect. That's energy. An asset, and like I said, an asset is not an accessory. And as women, we must remember, you are not optional, you are not prop, and you are not here to be minimized. You are an investment of divine energy, and it makes you priceless. So women, we need to defend her because what was said was not called for. Okay, and we need to continue to pray for Mr. Robert as well, for his healing, that he doesn't make another mistake. Okay, love, peace, and light. Ashe.